Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to the Nitro Addiction. How's everybody doing today? As you can see in the thumbnail today, we're going to do some engine work. So we got our bearing puller. We got a couple different engines here. We're going to take a look at the inside of them. Pretty sure this one needs bearings. So we're going to pulled out, measured, so we know what we need to get for it. But yeah, thanks for joining in. Molds is in the house. What's up, brother? How you doing? Hope everybody's having a great day and getting to burn some nitro. One side's still a little off. Good molds. Nice engine. What up, people? What's up, all aspects? How you doing, brother? Finished getting my computer set up. There's my baby doll. How you doing, mama? Raw's in the house. What's up? Nitro Pimp. How you doing, brother? All right, so one thing I do want to do before we get started with these, the battery for this is ready to go. So we are going to finish this guy off. I think we're gonna possibly break this in this weekend, this Alpha. Like I said, it's got a brand new piston and sleeve in it. Come on. Always hate trying to tuck the wires in here. There's something in the way keeping me from shoving them in there. Pain in the ass. Big Boys Toys is in the house. What's up? And so we got so much wire in here, can't do anything with it. There's my little baby girl. She's got her license today. We got a brand new legal driver on the road. shove as much of this wire back in this empty cavity as I can. Get in there and stay. I hate messing with these stupid little wires. They don't. Can't like shape them and form them, and they stay where you put them. They just do what they want. All right. Shouldn't be that hard, but unfortunately. Whoop whoop. Yeah, the only thing that this needs, basically for running purposes, would be just putting the wheels on it. It'd be basically, to run it at the track, be the same track wheels that the running in the Mugen. Make that opening just a little bit bigger. Grandma's in the house. What's up? John D's in the house. How you doing, brother? RPM, what's up? He changed his name again. He's like, well, the Nitro Addiction is not going to quit calling me RPM, then we'll just change it back. So we technically have a techno again. We have a running techno anyways. Okay, just making sure that it comes on. Got the air filter. See what you guys are saying here real quick. It's like most everybody's just saying hi. Sorry, trying to read through the comments, make sure I'm not missing anybody here. Oh, 204 Drone Life, what is going on? I knew I was missing somebody. Hugh's in the house, what's up? And Hugh's spamming my chat, saying hi to everybody. Fire it up. Nope, not tonight. No, it's really hot outside, and I'm not doing it inside the apartment. Yeah, you tell them all aspects. Pimp says we need entertained first. Are you not entertained? Break in the new part. Oh, right. Yeah, that'll go over real well. Oh, I gotta get my paper towels. Looks like the same place. Yeah, except there's no carpet here, but it's close. I mean, apartments are all about it. Don't be scared. uh, Apartments, they all kind of look the same. But now I like this one better. Not as much room as the other one, but at the same time, it has some qualities that are better than the other place. So. Alrighty. That should be everything needed for this, except for the fact that one of these front wheels is out. Oh shit. Is not lined. Oh yeah, it looks better that way. Okay. Sometimes when you look at it from the front, things don't look lined up properly, and then you hold it up a different way and it looks good. So we'll just say it looks good. On to the magic. So I have pulled this one apart before. Those bearings felt a little chunky, so we need to get them pulled out so we can figure out what size we need, and here at some point get them ordered. One thing I wish this place had that the other place had is a ceiling fan. But I'm gonna get me a fan. Yes, sir, they treat me pretty good here. I like the people. Everybody's pretty nice so far. Start yours, I'll try to start mine. Yeah, probably not. I'm glad you finally got her where you want it, Hugh. A new old stock RC? Which one are you talking about? Spark your shoes and bad wire, Betty. See you. Should be ready finally. Hell yeah. Need a box fan? Nah. At the house we got one of those. It's like a tower fan. It doesn't have like the blades that spin around. It's a little different, but they're real quiet and blow out really cold air. So I like it. Arizona, no fan blasphemy. Your next room is AC? Hell yeah. Them 4 rooms. But no, I just I didn't have room to carry a fan down, and had other priorities, so I haven't got a fan yet. But we're working on it. So the 2 engines we're going to be taking a look at tonight, it's going to be this ProTech. I think it's either an Evo or a Euro. I think it's a Euro LS5. This should look familiar to RPM. And then if we get to it, this one came from a Savage guy that I get all my stuff from. I'd like to actually get a sealed backplate for this if I can, and run it in a buggy, or even the truggy, whatever. I think it'd be cool. I haven't looked into that at all. I have no idea. I don't know anything about this one. I do have the piece that goes here, then it has a little ball end on it. I do have that. I just gotta find it. I don't remember where I put it. Yeah, it'd be awful loud out there in that shed with no headers on it. Or open headers. They got the Walmarts in Arizona. They sell fans. Yes, sir, they do. You recognize John's Sage engine? Yep, that's who I got it from for sure. We'll find it when you're looking for. Oh, right. Bought it used, never run, so it's a mystery. All right, well we're gonna dig into the mystery. So I have taken it apart. It's got good pinch to it. Um, it looks really good on the inside. It just the bearings, you could feel them. They definitely need to be replaced. Oh, it's flathead. So it's a Nova. So this is like a Nova ProTech. Oh, I don't know who did what for who, but they kind of combined on this engine. But I looked these up and saw a video on it. Apparently these are pretty decent engines. If anybody knows anything about them, feel free to share your info. Awesome hue. Found a 12S RS4 RTR Evo. Got from John. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, he showed me some of his on-road cars. I was thinking about it. Every time I think about doing an on-road, I find another buggy or monster truck that I'm more interested in. I really like the on-road stuff. It's easier for me to get something that I can have options with. I don't always have a smooth road to drive on. Come on, get in there. Yeah, I've got some pretty nice stuff from him. It makes it sound like he's trying to get out of the hobby altogether. But I don't know. Yep, so just like it says on the side and the head button, it is a Nova. I don't know why. I don't know why that's off to the side. Probably because I just put it back together knowing I wasn't going to run it. At least not until I got until I get the bearings. Yeah, I mean it's pretty clean on the inside. I mean, it doesn't even look like it was run much, to be honest with you. Let's get down to the hobby. You're my favorite people, right? I'm actually driving deeper into Nitro this year. Hell yeah, RPM. All right. One problem with John getting out of the hobby is, I mean, he takes really good care of his stuff, so he wants good money for it. I like the people that are getting out of the hobby and like to sell their stuff cheap a little bit more. But you know you're getting good stuff with this guy. I mean, I'm sure your RS4 was in really good shape. It's like a lot of the stuff he ran a couple times and then put it up on the shelf as a shelf queen. It's like I think out of his 50 Savages, he only ran a couple of them as like his, his actual runners. Okay, pistons up. That thing's in there. There we go. Of course, it's got the interference. Recall this one being fairly easy to get out, so we should be able to just fold one of these over. Oh, except I don't have a damn. All right, where's it at? Big boy's back. What's up, John Smith? How you doing, brother? RS4 wasn't in good shape. It is new. It wasn't in good shape, but it is new. I'm driving RS4 after sitting nicely for years and cracked the head. So pissed, damn. One time I touched it. What engine is this? So this is the Novorossi ProTech Euro LS5. There we go. Comes out fairly easy. Come out. Get out of there. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon. We shall get a little bit of help from the screwdriver. What is your problem? Okay, so a little bit more help. Of course, I forgot to turn the phone down. I do that every time. Better than gooder. I got you. I thought it was a typo at first, but I see what you're saying. It wasn't in good shape, it was new. Yep, I got you. Various happenings, what's up? Just stopping in to say hi. Hope everything is well. Still got some oil on it, but we will add a little bit more. So we don't have any dry rubbing going on here. What would leave it that greenish color? Is that like Blue Thunder or something? So there we go. Still got some really good pinch left in it. Dry rubbing is bad, yes. Very bad. Oops. Yeah, let's stick this back in, see if I can. I'm assuming you guys can hear that. Depends on how smooth your hands are. Not that smooth. Yeah, change the. Oh yeah, exactly. That was the whole point of tonight's show, is just getting these pulled out, get them measured, and and I'll be able to get some new ones ordered. Got the old caliper tool right here, ready to go. Got the bearing puller, and I got my heat gun. I think this is the right size for that. As long as a 14 mil, we should be fine. I better get the carb out of there. Probably gonna have to go get one of my t-shirt rags so I don't burn myself. Man, even the pinch bolt screw for the carburetor is a flathead. Sounds chunky. Yes, sir. Nice Novarossi carb. I haven't done anything really with this, so I mean, it looks like it's in good shape. We'll check it out, make sure it doesn't have any leaks in it. Should run good. I'll have to heat it up again once I get this set. Of course I'm not doing it right. Sit still. Okay. So I've only used this a few times, so if it looks like I don't know what I'm doing, it's probably because I don't. Okay, so that's in the bearing. Tighten this guy down. I think I'm attempting to do this right. Yay! There's the inner bearing. So get this ready to go, and then we'll heat it up again, just because it helps. So this will go through the back, and then when I thread this on, it pulls it in and it should pop the bearing out. Milwaukee got it reversed through the big battery measures. This depends on how much I'm trying to heat something up. Like when I'm heating up the engines, when I do a live and I've got a new engine and I'm preheating it, yeah, it'll go through a battery pretty quick. Trying to get up to that 220 mark, it takes a minute. Little stuff like this, and for like loosening screws, it's not too bad. Just depends on what you're doing. As far as I'm concerned, it's one of the better investments that I've made. Not just for this hobby, but just for all kinds of stuff. So, think it goes this way. I'm trying to do it without reading the instructions, so we'll find out here real quick if I'm doing it wrong or if I'm doing it right. It sounded bad. Alright. I mean, she's a little loose. I don't know how you guys can see that. Milo, how's it going? Welcome to the show. So guilty. That's not an adjustable hammer. And a punch. What? That's a snazzy tool, though. Yeah, I like it. That front bearing feels really smooth. I think for the most part, is that rear bearing. I do have a set of bearings that I got and they were the wrong size. We'll take a real quick look. Since we change bearings differently. I mean, I like using the tool. I don't know if any of these are right or not. Let's see. Here's a butane charge from building motorized bike engine. You know, some people are pretty good at that stuff, and I just never really. I think it's going to be different. I've seen people heat them up and tap them out. Knowing my luck, I'd break something. So 5.9, 5.9, 25.3. 25.7. 13.8. 13.8. So the big difference is in the outside diameter, which means it should just like fall in and be loose. Which means we're not going to be able to use it, but yeah, there. I'm just kind of playing around with it. Yeah, like I can bottom it out and slide it around. So, of course, it's 0.5 off. It's not going to work. So yeah, we'll just have to order it. Now, does anybody do anything with these? I mean, is there a way to like redo this? Or once they get chunky, is it just like the balls get out of round and it's not going to work? Can you re-grease them? It seems like it's pretty loose. Oven hack for bearings doesn't work best for me. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of people do it. What size is the engine you're building? What kind of power and RPM does it get to? I don't know the answers to that, but this is a Nova 21, and it's something that they did with ProTech. So it's the ProTech Euro LS5. Other than that, I don't know a whole lot about it. Yeah, if anybody is interested in the tool itself, there's all kinds of different brands. I just happened to come across the Reds, and that's what I got. braces get worn. Yeah, that too. And you're talking about like inside here. Yeah, so really, basically what you're saying is there's nothing you can really do with this. Loose there, toast. Yeah, that's all right. But like this one here from the front bearing, I mean, it's smooth. I'm not saying it feels brand new, but I mean, it's smooth. I'll probably order both front and rear bearing, but I'm gonna hold on to that. You never know. Could be a a backup or something. You just never know. All right. But yeah, other than that, like I said, man, this thing's got really good pinch. I mean, we still got 4.1 millimeter of depth, and then how if we switch that over to inches, 0.15. So that's about 3/16 of an inch roughly. 25 is a quarter. 12 will be an eighth, so 15. It's somewhere around 3/16 or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I still got plenty of life in it. So we'll get all this cleaned up and then we'll get it basically bagged up and waiting for bearings. Never heard of Nitro's feelings with new bearings. Exactly. So is that the cylinder sleeve? Yes. It's so tiny compared to the two strokes that I build. Hey, since you're new to this channel, I'll show you my two-stroke. So I'm assuming you work with the fifth scales. So it's a SRE Super 60 Scopod on my Baja. As everybody saw last night, I basically blew up 3 gears last time I ran it. At some point I'll give this a good cleaning, but for the most part we're getting a lot of the coloration out of it, the lacquer or whatever it is that you want to call it, but it looks like it was taken pretty decent care of. I mean, it's not all black, you know, it's got a nice gold color to it. The head itself looks really good. I mean, there's some darkness around the sleeve, but yeah, so this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 port. Is it a weed eater engine or similar? I mean, they're similar, yeah. I think that come off of like a GoPed, like a scooter. RC Phone, what's up? How you doing, brother? Yeah, I mean, a lot of the fifth scale RCs, they're basically weed eater engines. And then some of the bigger ones like that are off of scooters or whatever, or, you know, inspired by. I'm new to fifth scale. There's some people in here, maybe, if he's still here, like John D, that been doing fifth scale for years. I haven't seen Lotus. He does a lot of fifth scale. If anybody else does and I'm forgetting to say your name, I do apologize. But, so yeah, when we get the bearings, we'll give this a real good cleaning. You know, there's all different sizes of these, you know, these little RC nitro engines, which it sounds like you work on weed eaters or, you know, lawnmowers or something. I don't know if you're, how much you're into the RC game, but, you know, there's, I got a assortment of pistons and sleeves over here. So this is basically the same size as that other one, be a 21. This here would be it's a 28 or a 4.6. 4.6 is a 3.5. The biggest truck that I have, here's another one that's pretty good size. I don't think these are the same. No, these are different. But yeah, so there's another bearing. That one there seems decent. I think that come out of a 25. Yeah, like that big Sin 7.7, like that cylinder's so big I can stick my thumb in it. And a little bigger engine, like 7cc motorized bike stuff. So just a little bit bigger than the one I just showed you over on the floor. And I'm curious to tear that Orion, as far as I know it's a Wasp. Tear it down, see what it looks like. Put the smaller stuff in the throwing baggie. Yeah, I don't know what kind of shape the bearings in that Orion are, but we'll leave the engine puller out just in case. So, and this one was ran in a Savage. I mean, it's got the Savage plate on it, it's got Savage bell gear. Everything's set up for a Savage. I got a sneeze. Have a pair of Sin 7.7s. Hell yeah. Yeah, I've got one. I broke the shaft that the spur gear is tied to that, works the transmission. Thank you, Grandma. So it's just kind of sitting there waiting on a shaft. But it's like some of them parts are hard to find. You got to buy another used truck off of somebody to get that shaft. Like they're pretty cool. I didn't mind driving it. I think I did a couple of lives driving it. I mean, it's all right, but honestly, I like the Savage better. Just it's more agile. That thing's such a heavy tank, but it is cool. Like I do enjoy having it. I'm not dogging it or nothing. It's a really neat truck, built well. But I mean, it's a huge tank. You're allergic to. I'm allergic to everything. Apparently, I used to never have allergies. Now all of a sudden, it's like never ending. Or I say all of a sudden, but I mean basically started. I don't know. Over a year ago. That spring is sprung. Ooh. It's got a good old purple gasket on it, though. You don't see these too much anymore. Yeah, this one needs a little bit of work. Compression seems, man, that seems like it's got some tight compression on it. Wow. So it's 6-bolt head, but these are tiny. Usually it's a 2.5. Sweet. I couldn't tell if it was breaking loose or if it was stripping. I want to get into this hobby. I used to have one when I was a kid, like 15. Lost connection to the controller and I ran away, broke all kinds of stuff. Yeah, controllers are much better these days. It's a good time to get into the hobby. The electronics are way better these days. But you got anything specific that you like? I've never pulled apart a head before that has 2.0 size head screws in it. They're always 2.5 or the flathead, which would be the Novarasis. Anything with an engine, especially 2-strokes. Yeah, the 2-stroke stuff you gotta have a good sized budget for. I mean, anything in this hobby is pricey, but like I said, I'm still just learning the 2-stroke. But these little engines, for as tiny as they are, I mean, they got some power. Oh, I pulled that one out. Travis, what's up? Off the guy, what's up? Oh, this Orion's a Pico? Yeah, that's crazy. I've never never had that tiny of a screw in the freaking head. I always like to put just a little scratch so I know which way it goes towards the exhaust. And she's in there tight. All right, very, very gently. Lotus, what's up? Northeast Mods, if I didn't say hello to you, I apologize. I can't remember if I did or not. I mean, I really hope I did. I didn't want to be rude to you, brother. Yeah, those bearings feel a little chunky as well. This is probably gonna be a problem child. All right, pop it. Ah, broke the zip tie. I need to get some better zip ties. Give me just a sec. Yes, I keep a baggie of trash zip ties just for this. Sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. What's up, Grizzly? How you doing, brother? Addiction, you like the savage backflips? Yes, sir. I used to run mine up the fence and do that shit as well, man. It's pretty fun. But yeah, it was a cool video. Lotus is becoming addicted to the savage, everybody. Just in case you guys didn't know. Damn it, no. Obeo VS2 RTR 30 engine or brand new Techno A-scale buggy. So, and those Obeos are badass. They are pretty tough. But usually with your kits, you know, they're a little bit more durable. Me, I mean, I like the race stuff. Man, I mean, they're both good choices. I don't think you go wrong with either one. You know, then it comes down to, do you want to build it? Or do you want it already built? Damn it. I'm gonna have to heat this bastard up. A2RC, what's up? I spy engines with my little eye. Yep. Ready to take a plunge on a buggy. I mean, you know, those Hobeos are badass, but like I said, usually with a track kit buggy, you know, they're a little bit tougher. But I don't think you go wrong with either one of them. If it was me, I would go with the Techno, and then I would get the Hobeo. I would like to have both. 25 by 25. By the, oh, you're gonna buy 25 more than by the end of the year? Holy shit! Probably not. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a nice collection of them. That's for damn sure. And no, pimp, 25 Savages is not excessive. I'm probably sitting on roughly 22, 25. Half of them are parts, or not half of them. 4 or 5 of them are just basically parts. But exactly, I like excess. Savage definitely on my list. Dude, I love the Savage. I mean, you know, you guys heard me say it a million times, and you've seen the videos of all the Savages. I like everything about them. Don't care if there's something out there that's better. I like the Savage. I want to build it so I will know it's tight and right. It ain't tight, it ain't right. Then, you know, your best bet's to go with the Techno. You're going to spend a little more money on it, but you get to build it, put your own engine in it, your own tires on it, your own electronics. So that's another thing, you know, do you want to do your own custom stuff to it and, you know, I don't know, like make your own thing out of it, or do you want like an RTR that's basically, you know, it's built one particular way, they put it together for you, ship it out, and, you know, you got all the parts that come with it. I like the kits better myself. And I've never actually got to buy a kit and like completely build it. I'll buy them used, tear them down, and then pretend I'm building a kit. Glad it's not excessive. 32 complete trucks, hell yeah. Best Savages ever were the 25s. I really do like the 25s, but to me the X's are a little bit more durable. A little bit more room for a bigger engine. You know, a little easier to get to, like the diffs and stuff like that on the newer X, especially like from like 2014 and up. But I like all of them. You know, they all have their own kind of place in my mind. Buying both sounds damn good for sure. Yes, sir. Can't go wrong with that. Sweet truck. I need to get a taller gear for it. Yeah, just get you a 18 or a 19 tooth bell gear for it, because I think it has a 47 on it. Just like yesterday, it was fun for what it is. Nitro slash, is that the Slayer, or is it something different? We love what we love, exactly, A2. Grandma says, why my post not showing? I don't know, which post? Sweet, still want another Slayer Pro. And again today, Slayer was my first Nitro, I need to get another one. I mean, they're pretty cool, but I've never been a huge fan of the short course trucks. soon tomorrow is new 2007 Nitrous. Hell yeah. This is a traded mine for the Rustler VXL 4x4. Don't regret it, but miss it. Travis says Techno it is, and I'll go either Alpha engine or Red Sports engine and pipe. Hell yeah. Yeah, you can't go wrong with none of that, brother. And they're all good price points. You know, it's a good choice, man. Definitely can't go wrong with it. It's a 17 bell on it, and I can't keep it on the ground. It keeps pulling up the front end. Gotta learn how to drive it, brother. Slashes the two-wheel drive slayers. Oh, okay. I didn't know that there was an actual Nitro slash. I thought that the Slayer, which I know is the Revo chassis, but I thought that's all that. I thought that was the only option. But no, that's cool. Wheel drive short course with a 3.3. Gotcha. Yep, did not know that. Learned something new today. Point of the video was to get the kids in the Nitro for $400. Can't go wrong with that. All right. Damn it. I'm gonna try a rag. I don't really want to tear this shirt up, but we will see if it works. It's a nice thick material. I've tried a few different rags trying to do this on I got a 25, I still can't get it. I've worked on that thing I don't know how many different times, but it just keeps cutting through whatever rag that I put in it. I've had this trick work a couple times, and then I've had it fail a couple times. I want to get me one of those sleeve pullers. I just don't know if it would work on one that's, you know, these, when they get stuck like this. And then all those sleeve pullers are plastic, so it's like you can't just, you know, warm it up. All right. Gotta get a better grip. This is one of those times where the rag works. Hell yeah. Yeah. Nice. Now can we get the shirt back out without having to push the sleeve back down? Together. Wonder if this thicker cotton would work on that 25 that I can't get to move. It even did start to cut it, but it worked. Hybrid, what's up, brother? Slashes its own chassis. I got you. And then the Slayer is the Revo chassis. I see. Thinking you need a Slayer nitro pimp unless you got one. Nitro slashes on the Rustler platform. Ah, so is that basically the same platform as like the two-wheel drive, like electric slash? Because the Rustler platform, two-wheel drive slash, pretty similar, aren't they? Never had either one of them. I'm in the box on you soon. Nice. I'm savage now. Usually that's Addiction's job. Working on ham and cabbage. Now that it's been moving, I had to push it back down in a little bit to get the shirt out. We'll see if we can gently do a little bit of prying, but if it doesn't go, then we will change. There we go. Nice and easy. Yeah, if it goes easy, this works pretty good, but if it's really tight, can tear it up. Yeah, those bearings feel it. I guess part of what I'm hearing and feeling is probably off of this guy. You know, it looks like you used just a regular Savage back plate on that. That's interesting. Electric slash is all plastic. Nitros are 4mm metal. Ah. I guess it needs to be metal for the heat of the engine. Makes sense. So the big block slash a while back was badass. I think I seen one of those years ago in a YouTube video, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not gonna put any pressure on the sleeve with these. I'm just using this as a pry. Come on. There we go. Nice and gentle. Oh, big block T-Max, the twin T-Max too. That's crazy. The sleeve really doesn't want to leave its home. No, but it did finally. Oh, wow. Yeah, so I've never looked at these. So I don't know the purpose of these 3 holes. I'm sure somebody in the audience does. So I'm assuming this would be a boost port. So it'd be a 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5 plus 2 is what I think they would call that, if I'm not mistaken. So even these back here are boost ports, is that what you're saying? Yeah, I've never seen that before. That's kind of cool. Now I get to back plate off. Until John and wife, God bless you both. Have a great night. Oh, thank you for hanging out. Have a good one. So that's more air on the cylinder during the stroke. Gotcha. I've never seen it on the exhaust like that. That's kind of neat. I always like seeing new things within these nitro engines. If anybody knows where I can get a sealed back plate for this, let me know. Oh, really? I might be able to grab it. I wonder he threw that engine in for free. Got a broken bolt down in there. I think once I get the plate off, I might be able to grab it with the pliers, hopefully. I mean, yeah, even if I can't find a sealed back plate for it, getting this set back up to run on the Savage would be kind of cool. Little holes are to let discharge out from under piston part of the exhaust. Ah, nice. Boost ports are for intake side. Alrighty. I think it's cool how all the different engines do their own little different things. Okay, so this isn't gonna spin very much. I'm gonna have to pry it. Normally I would try to give it a twist, but with that stud sticking in there. It's got a tight seal for not even, being originally being a part of this. I got it halfway out. There we go. Yeah, that's just a Savage back plate. At least we know it fits on the, I think this is what they call a Wasp, right? The Orion .26 Wasp. That makes me wonder if he's got a HPI crank in there with that, how the pin sticks out of the, it's got that extra pin that sticks out that actually hooks into the one-way bearing. Looks like somebody did a little bit of grinding on it. But should have enough of that head there sticking out. Should be able to grab that. But I am curious, before we do that. What's up, Rings? How you doing? Welcome to Pico Design. What up, nerds? How you doing, King Nerd? What's up, carpet racer? Oh, this will fit a Revo? Huh, I don't have a Revo. Same as Pico 26. Finn just dropped off a Slayer. He picked up for 40 bucks, and damn it, it runs. That's a hell of a deal. So it said bad transmission, slipper clutch was loose. I love it. I love it when they diagnose it wrong, and then you get a good deal on it, and oh, that was an easy fix. 15 months of carb tuning and tightening slipper, and it was good. There's like 5 big block engines with direct swap into the Revo. No mods besides the ball bearing kit. Is that what BB stands for? Yeah, if anybody knows of a back plate, I'm sure often a guy's got some sort of back plate for this if it's Pico based. I got plenty of engines for the Savages. I want this for a buggy. It needs a pinch. I can't push it any further, so I mean it's good for probably a few more gallons, but it definitely needs a pinch. Oh, big block mount kit, I got you. It's a mid-block engine with big bore solar and Wasper, not Pico. I'm made in Japan. I have that one too. Yeah, this one's been ran pretty good. Or I guess I should say been ran pretty hard. But the bearings in this one don't feel bad. Alright. So wish me luck. Oh yeah, felt it break loose. Or just break. What in the world? What is that? Almost looks like a grub screw. I don't know what that is. Well, that went well. That crank has a really small hole that the fuel comes through. Like chunks missing on the edge. Huh? Chunks missing on the edge. What does that mean? Is the sleeve scored? On the inside or outside? No. I don't see no scoring. Let me see the crankshaft. Here, make sure you can get a good view of it. The hole seems pretty small. That's what she said. I guess I'm just going to leave it as it is and try it out in the Savage. I don't feel like taking it completely apart and trying to redo everything. But it's got good bearing in there. It's got good play. Clutch, from what I can see, the clutch shoes, they look pretty decent. Yeah, I don't know what this little deal on the side is. I think it's just like a little, I don't know, it's just part of the design. I don't know. Yeah, the bearings seem good. For the most part, it seems like it's in pretty good shape. We'll fit in a T-Max with special mount or Revo. We're not 3.3. CBH 148. Welcome to the show, brother. Watch some of your stream at the track south of Phoenix. Oh, wow, that place is legit. Track is huge. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you joining in. Glad you enjoyed. We'll be going out there probably mostly on Sundays. But yeah, we'll be out there again for sure. I'm thinking about it this weekend. Pretty sure I'll be out there. I need to break in this Dragon 4, and I got to do some work to the Mugen. Just had some bearings squeaking in it, so you make sure that everything's good on it. But appreciate you, my friend. If you're not subscribed, please do so. Don't forget to hit that like button, people. I know we're a bunch of old fogies and we have short-term memory loss. Well, some of you potheads anyways. Seems like half the viewers are potheads and then half of them are just old with Alzheimer's. Let's see. Let me see the crankshaft. That's what she said. Measure the crankshaft on the flywheel side with a big block. You'll see crankshaft difference. Man, you mean I got to pull the clutch and everything off? That's where the turbo gets mounted. I don't even think there's threads in there. We ain't putting no damn turbo on this shit. Have someone who repinches your sleeves. I got a guy. I haven't had him do any yet, but I have a box of sleeves that I'm gonna be sending his way. Anytime, man. Can tell you're getting better at driving. Learning a new track layout is tricky, especially without any Marshall. Yes, sir. Yes, you are exactly right on that magic threads. No, it's not. Satisfying to see your improvement at running laps. Oh, man, appreciate that. It's satisfying for me too, but I'm glad you enjoy it, man. That's good encouragement. It makes me want to get out there and keep trying. I was starting to get the hang of that indoor track, and they kept changing the layout on it when I was in Omaha, and then of course I had to move. But well, you guys see the other track that I found. I just don't have the right RC for it. It's really nice. I'm gonna do a video probably Saturday. I may go live for a little bit, just because it's easier than doing videos. Trying to interfere with hybrid. I know he usually goes Saturday nights. I know it was Friday night that I went in there. They're probably racing on Friday and Saturday, but we'll see. Oh shit, he found an on-road track. No. Have you got another engine together? Measure it that way. Measure what? I'm sorry. Where are we at? Off the... I thought you were working. Measure the crankshaft on the flywheel side with a big block. You'll see crankshaft difference. What track could you not have a ride for? I don't know that I want to answer you, Lotus. I mean, I got to keep some shit up my sleeve. Working on teaching you about a pico. Dang, almost fell for it. Nuh-uh. Lotus thought he was slick. Are you wanting me to measure the length? You know me, often I'm not very good with vagueness. You gotta spit out the details. Pico's junk, send it to me. I might. I don't know. I had thought about it, but it's like I've always wanted to run one of these, but I don't know. Oh, hell, the head's damaged on it. Okay. Dirt drag? Ooh, no, that'd be cool. Send it to me. I have a Revo to stuff it in. I'll send you money for shipping. You should send that Revo to me, Lotus. Run that, baby. You'll enjoy it. Oh, I know. But no, I had thought about, because I know you're really into these Pico-based. So I have been thinking about it. But I'm probably going to keep that pretty purple gasket on it, though. You have to get your own. It needs a lot. I mean, parts are still out there. I don't mind building it. They give me something to do on the show. What do you mean by a lot? Like you have nothing and it needs all the parts? Or you have half, 3/4? Half. Oh shit. Fine. I would like to find a Revo though. I always did like the Revos. One way soon is be in good shape. Of course, you never truly know till you put it under strain. Needs trans and wheel hubs. Hell, if that's it, that wouldn't be a problem at all. They did make a big block version, I think of it because I have one, but it's the same internally and design. Huh. Let's see, what are we going to do with this? Let's see. Let me see the exhaust port on the block. Here. Ow! Just like a Pico, smooth. Did you see it enough? Has aluminum arms on that Revo. You just send me a picture of it, and then I'll determine if I want to try and talk you out of it or not. Guess it's not the T-Max version. Oh, you talking about this engine with that exhaust port? Well, yeah, because the T-Max version would have the screw holes in it, or is it just the way that it's shaped? Hi, Brad. What's up? We can play Let's Make a Trade. I already traded you the Savage. He wants something else. I need a Savage X or a Truggy. Man, you're driving a hard bargain there, bro. Send you another slider. I only got one Truggy, and that Mugen is staying with me. T-Max version screw holes for the exhaust and the electric start will bolt up as well. That's what I thought you were referring to. I just hate to rob the power off this thing by having that one-way bearing in there and the roto start and all that. I'd rather it be a sealed back plate, if they even make it for this. Mugen will do good. Oh, I know it does real good. That's why it stays here. Savage X rails make a 25X. Now there's a few other things that will make it an X, like the differentials are different, or the differential housing, the bulkhead, those are different. The electronics box is different. The shock tower is different. I mean, it's all interchangeable. You can make them fit, from what I can tell. I haven't actually tried it, so hope I'm not lying, but no, I mean, there are some differences. But no, to make it an X, like, you'd have to change quite a bit of stuff. You could put it on there and it would look like an X, and I mean, it would work, but truly the X is, like I said, so with the Savage X, especially on the newer ones, I don't know about the first generation of X's, like the X41 and like there's so many different versions of it. I don't know, but like on the newer ones, and mine was a 2014, so I know at least starting with that version, if not sooner, you could take out a few screws, pull down the bumper, and then take out the outer end of the bulkhead, and you could slide the diff out without taking everything apart. Savage X bigger than the 25? I don't think so. And if it is, there's not like a lot of difference. You'd have to like look up the specs on them. As far as I know, the same length. Tires, I think, are a little bit bigger. Depending on how new you end up getting, they switched over to like the 4 big bore shocks, which I know the one I got in 2014, it came with the big bore shocks. Or just upgraded. Yeah, a lot of it, like some of it's easier to work on. Some of it's just, it has the bigger engine. Like I said, the electronic box is easier to work with, easier to put it, like put the cover on it. Differentials easier to get to. A lot of it, they just made it easier to work on. And I'm sure there's other differences, like the shock tower on the 25 just has single holes, so no adjustment. The X has 3 holes for adjustment. The servo saver is an upgrade. So I use like the spring and the shaft. The old 25 uses that round. I think the one I sent you has the upgraded servo saver set up to it. Let's see. I may have a sealed back plate. I don't think so. Well, damn it. No. Mine came with holy shocks, but it needs no gibble. Holy shocks. What are you talking about? Yeah, JP's hosting a buggy speed challenge for sure. I don't know for sure when it starts though. Yeah, I got some crud in there. I'll have to take this thing completely apart now and clean it. Fixed now, not complaining. It's all good. One shock had a pinhole in it. What, like in the like in the body, the shock body? I mean, that's crazy. But yeah, I had put that truck mostly together and was basically just going to build it for a basher. And I think last minute I ended up throwing some stuff on it to make it. Or in the bag. I don't know. I guess I did put it together for you. In the shock body. Huh. That's crazy, man. I mean, hell, I got some spare shock. I got like a whole baggie of shock bodies. I can send you a replacement. But a lot of that stuff's at the house, so I'll probably have to wait till the 4th of July when I go home. It was kind of funny. Phil went to Tesla, got sprayed in the face. She glued it. Shut, it's okay now. Well, good, I'm glad. I mean, I guess at least you weren't changing a diaper when you got sprayed in the face. Got a feeling, oh, got dirt on my shirt. Got a feeling I'm gonna have to heat this up. Fine. But with dog food in it now, this. I know I'm not a very good trade partner, huh? I mean, hell, some people get free engines and complain that they're gummed up and they have to clean them to get them to run. That's like a brand new bell. Oh, the clutch is pretty freaking new too. Probably didn't have any marks on it until I put my channel locks on it. Everything I get from except the Jado, it is perfect. Well, at least something showed up right. About to get the impact on this booger. Can't hold it still. Well, that screw does not want to come out. Have to heat it up real good. Put everything on that engine stuck. Right. Oh shit, I got to sneeze again. Shit. Man, usually once I heat them up, come out pretty easy, but this one does not want to move. Round fight right there. I'm not sure he's winning. I might. You never know. I might. Exactly. Scratch Bros. He's making fun of me for scratching mine. Turned around and scratched his the same day. If you 32-inch scratch, what are you even doing in life? Leaving it on the shelf. You guys don't need to see this. All right, impact it is. Haha, I win. We'll let it cool down a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, it did a backflip standing still on pavement. Wasn't expecting that. That's E-word shit. Yo, those LRPs, man, they got some power. That's for damn sure. It's hot. But I did win. Now, those shoes got a little wear on them, but man, those are still pretty good. Pretty good shape. Hell, now that I'm this far, I kind of want to take it all the way apart, but then again, I don't. Got a little bit of oil, and this would be just fine. I thought a P design, but it has a thin sleeve in it. Yeah, they timed it for a lot of power, but they didn't really build it to, to last forever, that's for sure. It probably wouldn't hurt for new bearing. Still don't have a spring tool. Where did it go? Right there in front of me. Oh, it don't even work anyway. There we go. Man, that's a... Most of the clutch nuts that I use are that 8mm, but that one's a 10. Homegrown. Can't read all of that, but says, how's it going? It's going great. How are you doing? Thanks for joining in. Don't forget to hit that like button. I know it doesn't really mean much, but it makes me feel good. Looks like that flywheel was spinning on this collet at some point. Can't get my screwdriver in there. There we go. Hey, cool. Sometimes these are hard to get out of there. That one's slid most of the way. It wouldn't hurt to get new bearings, but I mean, hell, it needs a, like, for this to be a good, strong engine, it needs a repinching some bearings. Just curious, hold it up to B block engine and measure crankshaft. Hold it up to what? Look at that little tiny hole. We'll compare it to this. So this other one here is a 21, and this is a 26. May even look a little bigger because of the, no, it's actually a bigger hole. I was going to say maybe because of the way that it's cut, but no, it's a bigger hole for sure. Still Rumbro, Pico's pinch, come down the piston. Yeah, I mean, it'd probably still run. It just didn't seem to have a whole lot of pinch left in it, but that's a small hole. All right. So it's 8.3 on the Pico Orion. And then 9.0. So this is a 21 and that's a 26. And then this has a bigger opening. Which, I'm not the expert on it. I was just pointing it out. I don't know what it means. Just curious. Hold it up to to a block engine to measure the crankshaft. You want like with it coming out? Or you mean like stick it in there and then measure the shaft coming out? Like here? Crankshaft on flywheel side, the small crankshaft hole is small for high RPM. Yeah, no, I remember you telling me about that the other day. I was just pointing it out. Okay, so that's pretty close. 30. Other end of calipers. Well, there's not a very good way to get it on there. We'll just pretend I did. 30. No. What do you mean no? Oh, you mean the tip. I gotcha. 30.2. Bottom of caliper. Thanks for clearing that up for us, Northeast. No, I get you. Yeah, 30.2. I mean, they don't feel like real bad. Yeah, definitely the front one's not as smooth as what that other one was. Heat this up a little bit, get ready to pull this bearing out. point being, sometimes it's hard to find right flywheel collet and clutch setup for certain applications. Yes. Well, really, that one doesn't feel too bad. Let's see. 25.4, and I think the other was 25.8. Trying to find somewhere to use this ceramic bearing. Ooh. 25.3. 25.3. 14.2. The inner side's too small at 13.8. It's still a good fit though. Might have found a home for this ceramic bearing that I bought and could never use. There's a little bit of a little spot there on the bottom. Like I can feel it, like a little, not a crack, but like a little gouge. I don't know if that's like a flaw from the mold or somehow that happened. Well, you went to town. What do we find out? I mean, were you still here when I tore down the Orion? Or were we still on the Nova? On the Nova, it needs bearings, and I'm just gonna have to order bearings for it. It's still a good engine. But yeah, so I just tore down this Orion 26. And it doesn't have a lot of pinch left in it, but should still be a good engine. I think we actually have a spot for the ceramic bearings finally. Hey, off the guy, you gonna check see if you got a back plate? You said you might, but you didn't think so. That's not a very straightforward answer. Get pinched? Did you ever send them out? I have not sent anything out yet. I have like a stack of them that I gotta get sent out. Oh, sweet. Hope you guys can see it. A little ring inside there, like an oil ring. Well, that's kind of neat. That worked. I know you are now. But you're gonna check for me when you get home? Awesome. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I feel a little bit of chunkiness in that front bearing. These other bearings are the same. Is that a wasp around? I think I had one years ago. Yep, it is. Yeah, that feels better. I think it might be the same. So 19, 6.8, 6.8, 6.0, 6.2. There's no way there's any difference in those two. I don't know how small that 0.2 is, but I bet it fits. I'm saying 5.9 on the other one. Yeah, so 0.3 difference, you cannot see it. Like there is absolutely no difference in the thickness of that. May have it still at my mom's place. Hell yeah. Has it got a sealed back plate on it? Six two, 5.9. Was 0.3 is probably too much, huh? No, it was a pull start. I mean, I guess I could put this back in a Savage, but I'd like to put it in a buggy. Hell with it, we'll put it in a Savage. Might as well, I guess. I'm gonna go throw these bearings in the freezer. What's wrong with the back plate? Nothing really. I just wanted a sealed one for the like for a buggy, but this literally has a HPI Savage K46 style back plate, and I don't know how these engines came like out the box. Like I don't know if it like this all looks like Savage parts to me. And then it's the K46 style back plate. So really nothing wrong with it. I was just wanting to put it in a buggy. So it's like if I just slide it up gently, it'll stop about there. But if I put some pressure on it, it'll damn near go to the top. Pretty close. What do you think, Afna? Worth pinching this, or got a lot of life left in it, being that it's Pico based? Give those bearings a few more minutes and then we should be able to press them in fairly easy. Back, did you get the ramp out? Yep, you missed it. We'll still run that for a bit. Yeah, I figure we get a couple gallons out of it anyways. Pretty warm, but it'll still run. Well, I may send it to you for a pinch. After we wear it out completely. Yep, you missed out, Lotus. Or you may have a good sleeve and piston and connecting rod. That'd be sweet too. Often they're asking you a question, you gonna answer them? Ouch. We're first, see if it holds a tune. It won't go. Guess I need to freeze them a little bit more. Take care, man. Appreciate you, brother. Have yourself a good one. Enjoy that MGT you got. Looks badass, bro. Oh, that's why that wouldn't go in all the way. So it got to that point. I don't know, maybe. Anyways. So yeah, we'll just have to stick these in the freezer again. I don't think I got them to freeze up enough. Big boy toys, what's up? Yep, it's getting to be that time. I think we're gonna go ahead and shut her down for the night. But I appreciate everybody coming, hanging out. We got a lot of little stuff done. I've been wanting to mess with both these engines for a while, so thanks for hanging out, giving advice, giving your opinions. It's all appreciated. Anyways, you guys have yourselves a good night. And what is today? Wednesday, so probably won't see me again till Sunday. Hey, thank you, Northeast. I appreciate you, man. Love the engines. Have a good night, everyone. Yep, you too, brother. Take care, everybody. Lotus, have a good one. Who else is jumping in there to say goodnight? Anywho. All right, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. Definitely Sunday we'll be doing something, running somewhere, somehow. Probably at the track. If nothing else, at least breaking in that alpha. But, yep, you guys have a good night. I will see you then. Much love and peace. Later, Afna.